Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a violin which is worth £50. So that's approximately $65. Now, before I get into the review, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're watching this, we are nearly at 100,000 subscribers. We're nearly there, so please do subscribe if you're watching this. That's it, let's get into the video. So, the violin that I'm reviewing today is a violin that was sent to me by Glary, the brand Glary. And they make many violins for people who are in the first years of playing. What's great about them is that they come with the box, with the violin, with the bow, with everything that you need, piece of rosin, etc. We'll open it obviously together, but and that's all under like $65, which is pretty good. So let's open it. So here's the box, and what do we have here? Well, you've got a paper here which actually gives you all the explanation on how to get started. So on how to put the violin bridge on, because it doesn't come on, because otherwise it could snap and break the violin. Then tells you how to put rosin on your bow, how to tighten the bow, how to tune, how to maintain it. So that's useful if you never played the violin before and you don't know that stuff. Here we've got a shoulder rest, so that's quite helpful. That comes with a shoulder rest as well. Again, I think when you start playing violin, like having a shoulder rest can be quite helpful. Even if you later decide not to play with a shoulder rest. Okay, that's a pretty good one as well. Okay, so shoulder rest here. Here, what do we have? Oh, even got a tuner. That's cool. That's the one you clip on the end of the violin. Very useful to start tuning and learn how to play in tune when you're just starting out. Then we've got a spirit set of strings. Then we've got the violin itself. Oh, should we check what's there? Oh, here we have the rosin. Wait, I can't open it. Ooh. Here, the rosin's here. Okay, so we've got all the accessories that you need in order to start playing are there. To summarize, rosin, tuner, shoulder rest, spare strings, violin and bow. Pretty good for something that's under $65, I must say. Now, here's the violin. So let's see if I take that off so you can see properly. So the bridge isn't on, the bridge is here. I'm gonna put it on. I always feel like it's a tiny bit of a difficult thing for somebody who's just starting out to play to put the bridge on, and I kind of wish they were putting it on the violin, but I know it can be dangerous and the violin can break, so I do understand why they do that. And there is instruction, I guess, to learn how to put it. Here's what it looks like. The back is quite nice, I find. I often found that with the cheaper violin, sometimes the color is like bright orange or something, and I don't quite like that. I prefer old-looking violin, so I quite like the color of this one, and the kind of dark brown color of this one, and where they've done it, I find that quite nice. I'm gonna put the bridge on and the strings on properly, but let's have a little look at the bow. So let's tighten it. So here's the bow. I really like the fact that there's this rubber thing here, which makes it really comfortable. So in terms of feel here, I think that's really pretty good. In terms of design, it's okay. Although maybe if I was to be a little bit picky, but this is a review, so I'm trying to be as honest as I can, guys, in all my review, give you the strong points and the weak points. So I said the strong points is the bow hold in itself is really quite comfortable. I think maybe in terms of design, this could be a tiny bit more refined. But that would be my weak point for me on the bow. But let's try it. Let's see how it plays. Okay, let's put the bridge on. So here it comes. And then we have to, as I explained to you, loosen the strings, and you loosen the string and then you put in the bridge. so I've put on the bridge and I've tuned it. It's still moving quite a bit in terms of tuning because I've just put the bridge on and it's just all brand new, but it should settle down soon. In terms of the the way to put the bridge, it was okay, but I really think it would be better if they were like little marks on where to put the strings on the bridge in terms of, you know, where they have to be. I really think that would make it easier. I know I've mentioned it already in a previous review, but I really think that if, you know, adding that would be a great advantage. Otherwise, it was okay. Obviously the tuning is a tiny bit difficult at the beginning. Don't let that make you down if you've just bought a violin. Either ask for help or just be patient with it and make sure you're holding the bridge and you really always have the bridge straight so it doesn't snap and fall. Okay, now let's try a bit to play on it to see how it sounds like. But the tuning, it just keeps, it won't be stable for a while. But just to give you an idea, let's play a bit more. Let's see how we do spiccato and sottile. Harder to play in the higher string because in the higher positions because the strings are quite flat altogether. But I think we have to bear in mind that somebody who would buy a violin like this would be at the beginning of his violin studies, so you wouldn't be going into higher positions, so probably shouldn't worry too much about that. And the playability in the lower position is actually pretty good. Stop there. I think it's enough to give you an idea of what the violin sounds like. To summarize my view on the violin, I think it is really great for the price. Let's not forget this is £50 violin with a bow, a shoulder rest, rosin, tuner, a spare set of strings. So bearing that in mind, I think it's really good for the price. I think it is very good for a beginner or for somebody who's just starting out, especially if you're not sure, you know, if violin is for you, you're gonna keep going. Don't invest in something that is pricey. I would get something like this if you're starting out and if you're at the beginning. It's I think also great for kids because these violins aren't too fragile, so you know, if there's anything that happens, if you get banged on something on a table or something, it's not the end of the world. So I think for that it is great, and in a way that it, as I said, the first positions are very easy to play on. The higher positions are a bit more tricky, but again, you wouldn't be, if you were playing in higher position, you wouldn't be playing on an instrument like this. The grip of the bow is very comfortable, so that's all fine with me. Do rosin the bow very well at the beginning because there's not any rosin at the beginning, so you really have to go quite
chomp on the rosin for it to work. Be patient about the tuning. Let it rest a little bit, so you tune it, then let it rest a bit, a few hours, then tune it again, so that it doesn't, doesn't make the bridge snap or anything. But yeah, that would be my overall review. I'll be putting the link of the violin. If I know a lot of people often ask me what violin to get if you're just starting out, if you're just a beginner, or if you're not sure, you don't want to put too much money. So I'll put the link of this one if you want to try it out. And actually, I might be giving this violin away on my Patreon. I'm still thinking about it, but I'm not going to be using it, so might as well make somebody happy by giving it away. So anyhow, that's it. That's the end of my review. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.